this session, we are going to discuss about the configure privilege escalation. Privilege escalation means privilege of the users. Privilege of the users. And what is means of the privilege? Like there is a three types of the users in a Linux. One user is a normal user or standard user. So normal user can only do the job whatever the required, means only do the normal work on the system. He cannot do any type of the changes, any type of the modification, like if he want to change any file, edit any specific file, configuration file, so he cannot. There is another type of the user, it is called root user. Root user is a administrator user or the super user in a Linux. He can do any type of the modification, means any configuration can change, new partition can create, new files can create, new program can install, okay, program can install, uninstall, new server can install, services can run, stop, and lots of the things, means all the things can do on the system. Who can do this? Root. Normal user cannot do. But root user, as you know, as I have told you, the root user can do everything on the Linux operating system. In this case, if any hacker compromised or hacked this account or get the password of this account, then hacker can do all the type of the modification in this on the Linux system or the server. So in this case, most of the organization going to be disable or make the disable the root user. He will disable the root user. So if the root user has been disabled, so who will do these tasks? Who will do this task? The normal user will escalate their privilege and make them a pseudo user. There is one other type of the user, it is called pseudo user. So generally pseudo user is a normal user and can work as a normal user, but if he want to execute any super user command, so he can put the sudo at the starting of the command and the command will be executed as a root user. Okay, so this is all about the privilege escalation. So we will do it about this. So root user is a main user. So do not log on as the root user, because if the root user compromised, so it will be more harmful than compromised as a normal user. Many distributions disable the root account. And how to use the root account? You can use the su or you can put the sudo to get the eliminate the privilege of the root user, means get the root privileges. And delegate the task by configuring the /etc sudoers. This is actually the file where the configuration can be done related to the delegate tasks, means upgrading the task, what the task will be performed and what task cannot be performed. So now the command is how you can elevate the privileges with the su command. So here you will use the su and then space the root user name, or you can simply run the su. But when you are switching from the normal user to the root user, you will have to provide the password of the root user. If you don't know the password of the root user, then you cannot do it. So either you can do it su space the root, either you can space su hyphen then the root. So in this case it will root with the new shell. It will change the root shell as well as the new shell will be executed in behind or on the kernel. So you must know the password of the root user if you are switching, unless you cannot change. Without getting the password or without knowing the root user password, so you cannot change. Okay, So here is, like I have told you already, you can use the sudo command, then you can run any command if you are a user then. Okay, so first you are going to check here, this is the sudoers file, and sudoers file will be anyone who is the member of the admin group can get the root privilege. Any admin user, admin group, then admin group all will do all the things in this. And another is the member who are the member of the sudo group can execute any command similar like this. Okay, so more details you can go in a specific this file and include the directory whatever. So this is the actually the file of the etc sudoers. Okay, so similar I am going to move on my machine, and here I am going to clear everything. So I am putting switching by using the su root. So you can see it is asking the password. If you know the root password, then you will get the access. Actually I forget the password, so I am going to change the password for the root user. Because I am a administrator, so I can put the new password for the root user as well. So all the authentication, so I can use su and the root, then I will put the password of the root user, and here is the privileged. Okay, I am going to exit. Now if I want to run with the new shell, so I can do it, and here you can see pwd present working directory is a root. This is the root home directory, but when I run the before time, so what you can see, this is actually the root and vijay directory inside the vijay, inside /home/vijay. Okay, that is the different. It is executing with the new shell and in their home directory or in the root home directory. So this is the privilege which you can do it, means you can switch the root user. Okay, so I can do everything. For the example, right now I want to check the here etc and shadow file. So you can see I am getting the permission denied. I am not able to do these things. Okay, similar, if I can do the same thing or run the same command but put the sudo in the starting of this file, so I can see this file. Okay, so this is generally the difference between the sudo command and the normal command. So because of this, right now I am going to switch user sudo su and student01. Okay, so I am switched here pwd the students home directory, and if I am going to run the cat and /etc and the shadow, so I will get the same error. Why? Because student also the normal user. But right now I am putting here the sudo and then cat and /etc then /shadow. So you can see the putting the password of the root user or the sudo. I think I did not change the password for it. So I am closing this, and right now I am going to change the password for this. Right now I am going to exit. Now sudo passwd and change the password for the student, because I did not assign the password for this user. So authentication successfully. Now I am going to switch the user, switch student01. Okay, password of the switch user. Okay, now right now I am going to run the sudo command here, cat etc, and the pass shadow file. So here providing the password, and what you are getting the error, you are getting the error student is not the member of the sudoers. So I am going to run this command groups, and you can see this is student 01 is the member of the student group as well as the member of the publicity group. Okay, so right now I am going to add this student user in a sudo group. Okay, so user mode and -a-g, then the username is a student 01, and the group is a wheel. Actually here I need to provide the user group name first, then student 01. Okay, now it is added. So right now you can see I am going to switch to the student 01 and providing the password for this, clear everything. Right now I am going to check out the cat/etc and shadow. So you can see permission is denied. If I will put the sudo, so this can do it now. So now do you understand what is going on? Until the student is not member of the wheel, so you cannot do that. Okay. So do you understand about the privileges? I am going to exit it and sudo now gp passwd, and here I need to check the help options. Username is student. Now the gpasswd command is used for removing the student from any specific group. Okay. So I have removed the student from the wheel group. Right now I am switching again with the student 01, and I am again put the sudo command and then run the cat space/etc then passwd. So the error you are getting the same, it is not a member of the sudoers file. Okay, if you want to check the sudoers file, so you can use sudo cat/etc then sudoers. Oh, student is not member actually. It is all about this file. Okay.